appeal this election to all Ugandans, whether you're involved in the election process or not. We are all Ugandans. Uganda is the pearl of Africa. Let us all remember that. So I call upon all Ugandans to remember that peace is more important than anything else. Without life, then we cannot be talking about anything. We cannot discuss leadership, we cannot discuss the future, we cannot discuss education or health or economy without life. So I call upon all Ugandans that this time, let us do whatever it takes to maintain peace. Whether you're in the forces, police officers, army officers, people in government, my fellow candidates for all positions, please try and keep the peace. Let us talk to our followers, our voters, and tell them the importance of peace so that we can all work together and maintain peace in our beautiful country, Uganda.
Cheno?
Names once again?
Come on.
No, he was not recording.
My name is Joseph Ochieno of the Uganda People's Congress. Uganda People's Congress is the oldest political party in this country. Founded in 1952. As Uganda National Congress, our first president was Ignatius Musaze, fantastic guy from Luweero. Before our founding, Uganda National Congress worked extremely hard across this country to mobilize African Ugandans and some Asians and some Bazungu who were committed to the independence of this country. Working with farmers and trade union organizations, in 1952 it was decided that the active movement becomes a political party that will then become a vehicle for pushing this country to national freedom. So we were founded. You guys, you hear about DP as old as, no, it is not. DP was founded in 1952, 54, as a response to the founding of Uganda People's Congress, and I will not go into that. So, what am I saying? At the earliest formation of this nation state, Uganda National Congress and Uganda People's Congress were at the forefront of claiming this country for you guys and claiming it in a free, open, and democratic way. We were lucky that by 1958, as we pushed the Bazungu to open up this country so that you Africans could also go to the Legislative Assembly, meaning the Parliament, Milton Obote was amongst the staff that joined the Legislative Assembly at the time, 58. 59, Ignatius Musaze, our president, was expelled from the party. It was purely ideological, and Milton Obote elected in his position. Journalists, I'm being very, very particular here. I am talking to you guys and I'm talking to this nation. Obote was elected in absentia, and from then on, they sought to reunite the party very quickly. And so in 1960, Uganda People's Congress, as an amalgam of various political interests, came together to form Uganda People's Congress. From then on, we continued deliberately to push for this country's independence, politically and democratically. So, 1961, as part of the national movement, Uganda National Congress, Uganda People's Congress, DP, and the Buganda Kingdom, and other identities, they worked together to make sure that we got our independence. So the Lancaster House Agreement that you guys are hearing about, 9th October 1961, that led us to the idea of independence 1 year later. Uganda People's Congress ordered the helm. The idea was then that this country would not only become free and independent, but it would be through a free and open democratic process. We demanded at Lancaster House in 1961 that fresh elections be held. And that's how in 1962, April, those fresh elections which Uganda People's Congress won, the Democratic Party came second, and KY came third. That led us to the founding and formation of Uganda as an independent nation state in 1962. That is our basic record leading to our independence as a country. Of course, you know that Idi Amin backed by some guys who don't believe in democracy, overthrew the elected government in 1961. Uganda People's Congress led the campaign for mobilization and pushing of Idi Amin in 1979, and we did. In 1980, we pushed for pluralist elections, and we did. And there's a pluralist election, and we won the elections in 1980. Fast forward, when our government was overthrown in 1985, we fought and campaigned. For me, I went to exile in 1987, when these NRA guys broke my room in Makerere University and pushed me away. We fought and campaigned until we forced NRM to return multipartyism in 2004, 2005. So this is the political party of democracy. Of course, you know, unfortunately, we've been having our internal issues, and I was telling you about whatever happened in 1958. I am today here picking up nomination forms because, unfortunately, since 2010, Uganda People's Congress has not had a face of a presidential candidate, and I find that as Joseph Ochieng completely unacceptable. So I picked nomination forms. I've just picked nomination forms today because in 2015, UPC did not have a candidate. In 2020, UPC did not have a candidate. Now we've got internal issues, internal disputes, but I find it unacceptable that in 2025, 2026, there should be no candidate. So I picked nomination forms pending our internal resolution of matters that is ongoing in our party. Now, there is a legal dispute, but there is also space, open space for a conversation so that over the next few weeks, I hope we're able to resolve the matter of internal contradictions within the party so that this party provides one clear leader as president. I hope that will be myself as president of the party, and to take on this journey to you, the people of Uganda, so that Uganda People's Congress can once again lead the democratic opposition together with NRM in a national debate, a national conversation on matters that concern particularly you, predominantly young journalists. And those are issues of education, those are issues of health, those are issues of infrastructure, those are issues of agriculture, but particularly those are issues of employment to yourselves. Those are issues of your well-being as the fourth estate as journalists. That, amongst many other issues. And indeed, of course, as my fantastic PA, you can see, PA from the other side, you can see, fantastically beautiful, but she still needs to have decent air to breathe, meaning the environment. So we will be seeking to be able to do that, and I know that in the event that this matter is resolved, campaigns begin, we will put these NRA guys on notice. 40 years of their messy time, what is it that they provided for you? So that on issues, not in the bush, on issues, not breaking people's legs in the streets of Kampala or Kalembe, no, but on issues that we shall go to the people of the Republic of Uganda, and I hope they will find that whatever UPC did in the short time it did, it is possible that we can do better and more, particularly for the young population of the future. That's why I'm here. Commission, and we had a fantastic conversation. A decent guy, chairman of the commission, and is an excellent retired judge. So I hope that on the basis of what happened in Kalembe and what has been happening in the streets of Kampala, that common sense will prevail and that soldiers will leave the space. Soldiers will go and fight in Congo. Soldiers may want to go ahead and help liberate Sudan. Soldiers may want to go ahead and back some of our positions. Some of us believe in the Palestinian state, that we can actually export some of these guys to go down there and whip these terrible guys in the Middle East, but not in the streets of Kampala. Soldiers' jobs is to defend our national our national borders, and not really beating up people and participating in the election. So I really hope the Minister for Defense is my good brother, Jacob Oboth. Oboth is a decent guy. And I know that Mr. Museveni at 80 plus must be reviewing his track record. I'm sure, I understand he doesn't talk about legacy, but I think it's time for him to think about legacy. So I hope you'll review as the Commander-in-Chief of the NRM Army, that, okay, now UPDF, that it is time for these guys to be in the barracks, get the training, and allow the police to do its policing. I have been around the world, and I've been involved in elections, and I've participated in elections, including, yes, in elections, including representing different political parties, sister political parties abroad. You don't see even police in polling stations. So I don't know why at polling stations there would be soldiers. In any case, in police that are present there basically are really to mitigate challenges, not anything else. And considering the fact that NRA, NRM went to the bush allegedly, one, for rigged elections, and two, talk about questions of security, it's just rather rich that today would be talking about the role of the army in an election. So I really hope that will not happen. But whatever happens, this is our country, and it's our job to be able to lead in that process, and we shall face whatever comes the way we did so in 1952, 1962, 1979, 1980, and the way we pushed these guys until return to pluralism. You cannot call UPC disorganized. The political party that made this country, what UPC built in this country in hardly 8 years, sometimes 4 years, these guys have failed to do so in 40. No, we've got internal contradictions, and that's what I said at the beginning. I don't know how Jimmy proceeds with this, because there are matters to be resolved. You know, he's officially not recognized president of the party, but that is a matter for him. As far as I'm concerned, as I said, it's an expression of intent that UPC must have a candidate. Jimmy was at Uganda House in 2015. I don't know why he didn't pick up forms then. He was at Uganda House in 2020. I don't know why he didn't pick up forms at the time. I'm just concerned. I mean, in any case, his other side of the term is supposed to be complete. I don't know why he's picking up forms at the end of it. But no, I am here to represent the interests of Uganda People's Congress, the interests of you, the ordinary masses of the Republic of Uganda, the way Uganda People's Congress has really done. And so it's really across for all the people of the Republic, all the people of Uganda, to make sure that they make that determination.